Hey there, it's Patmos and nice of you to join me for yet another video with our beautiful Ostriv town. Where did we leave off last time? Well, we built the church. We are busy building another row house, but I don't think we have the bricks for that. That's why we started working on a few normal houses, which is a good thing. But of course there's a lot more improvements that we have to make. But for now we can already move over this row house because we're not gonna build that anytime soon. And we have to take a look at things like our jobs and all the things that have to go on in our town. But for now, another thing we have to worry about is keeping up with the growth that we planned for. Now here we have a farm, and I think here we can use some extra farm stuff like maybe chickens or whatever. But on this side we could go for some extra houses with a garden, and then we'll reserve this side and this side for extra row houses later on. So I'm going to construct a few more row houses right here. We'll leave an opening there so that there is space for people to walk past if they get things like chicken coos or something up there. But let's get going with a few more row houses. That might be well worth it. And with these 6 houses, we can attract hopefully 6 new families, although that's probably just a little bit too optimistic. I think if we get 4 new families out of that, we would be lucky already. But well, at least it's something. Let's fence this off a little bit so that we create a easy path for the well, so people that stand there near the well have time to use the well without getting carts and stuff passing on their feet. Alright, there we are. This should be a nice new area for people to live in and to work in, and they can also work on this farm, which is great. I like that. Childborn, let's take a look at the bricks. We have 3,000 bricks in store. We need 1,700 here, so we can actually finish this brick house soon. That is great. So let's make sure we do that. Then we get to the orchard. We can get the bridge. I think we should put the hop yard over a bit because there's still 17 trees that they need to cut down there. But so far, it's okay. Messenger from Derkachi. That's always the right one. So we can sell some charcoal. I like that. Yeah, do we need anything? Well, we could use a little bit of iron. And I guess that's it. Okay. Now let's check our food and stuff. So we have quite a bit of buckwheat stored, so that'll be good for a while. We have okay numbers of apples. No perished goods so far. Now the year's pretty young, but still that's good. We still have 4,000, almost 5,000 potatoes. That's okay. We have some flour to spare, so that's good. Although production and selling are almost equal, so we might have to invest a bit in that. How much wheat do we have left? Still 5,000, and we're already starting a new sowing season. So what we could do, I think, is get an extra windmill going. Now there's no space around the windmills that we already have, so it might be good to build one here. Let's get rid of this hay dryer. Then build the windmill up here so that we have certainty that it will fit. There it goes. And now we rebuild the hay dryer, but it has to go a little bit more this way so that it actually fits in. That's great. There it is. I think we should move over the windmill a bit and move this one over because it will take time before we get all the bricks. We need another 6,200 bricks. Yeah, that might take a while. So we'll do it like this. Now, all they need to bring here is some bricks. For the rest, they can continue building it. And right here, well, all the resources are there. There's just only a few builders left, because all the others are working the farms. This farm is already completely sown in. It's the end of March, so within a month. This one is completely sown in, and this one is completely sown in. So all our farms get sown in within 1 month. That's really good. That's good for the yield. We'll get a good score out of that. I like that. So that works. Now if we take the overview of our town right here, we'll see that there's still lots and lots of paths without any green on it. And I think that's something that we should work on a little bit. I'm not 100% sure how we should proceed with that, but, well, at least I think we can add a few trees here and there, just to make it a bit more green. Maybe add a bench or two here and there. I think these could be very interesting houses to put a bench in front, so that people can actually just sit there and relax, but also talk to each other and have a nice time. So yeah, putting a few benches there like they are with the houses, that could be interesting. I like that. I would also like to get a few bushes. Sorry for if the mouse goes a bit too quickly, but my mouse wheel is all of a sudden very sensitive. So sometimes when I try to use it, it just goes way too fast for what I intended to, but yeah, it just happened, so can't really do anything about it. Alright, let's make this like an apple tree pathway. I wonder if anybody can actually pick up the apples. That would be great. We would just fill our village with apple trees and we would get a lot of extra apples like that way. I don't think it works that way, but it's still interesting. Another messenger from Derkachi. He's coming along all of the time. That's good. I don't mind, but birch trees are pretty big. I believe the ash trees are a little bit smaller. Oh, no, not really. But too close to another tree. Okay, well, let's just make a few trees here at the entrances of the houses. I think that might be cool. Now, oh yeah, these are not too close to the other ones, so that's great. And I promised, of course, to make a beautiful town, so we have to put our effort in and try to make this a beautiful town then. So far, I think we're doing okay, but, well, there's always room for improvement. So let's just improve it this way. Now, here we have our warehouses, and I think cottonwood trees would go great behind them. Create some sort of a row of these mighty giant trees, and also fence off, because this is basically the border between the town and the industrial area, and this would help fence that area off a bit. Not with a real fence, but just with a fence of trees. And I think in the end this might look cool. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind is when you plant all these trees all of a sudden, all your foresters will go and plant those trees and they will not be chopping any wood. So it's good to keep that in mind, that if you do too many at one time, you won't be getting any wood out. They'll just be busy with that. Now, luckily we have some stuff to spare, but could well be that if you're a bit short on wood and you do this, that all of a sudden you are completely short of wood. So keep that in mind and work your way around it. Now, what I would really love is if we could put up some stuff inside the gardens, but of course there's also where they grow their home produce. That's probably why we can't do that. But I would very much love to be able to at least put a tree or an extra bench in the garden, but well, wishful thinking for now. Our apartment is ready. Great. So slowly the row houses will start to take shape. I like that. How many bricks do we have now? 2250. Alright, so we have about a third of the bricks that we need. This is completely filled up and all the laborers are doing their part, so that's good. It could be quite tempting to get a few extra trees, but I'm not, or an extra brickyard, but I'm not going to do that. This should be fine. We should have plenty now. It works. Okay. Now, where are they building? Ah, another orchard. Very good. Let's wait until it's done. Let's select apples and let's say apply this to all. Off season, on season. Yeah, that should be good. But there will now only be one doing all the planting. I'll put in a few more, and then once the planting is over, we'll visit it and set it up just like the other ones. But I want all the plants to be in first. Then we get to the hop yard, which is next to it. That's a great place, by the way. Then we could get the beer production somewhere there. Ooh, messenger from Balaklia. What can we get there? Well, we can get some more iron. We might actually need that, so that's good. Stone. We need all the stone we can get. Especially if we really start to ramp up the production of row houses. Is there anything we want to sell? Well, we do have some clothing to spare. But I don't think those are the good numbers that we can actually sell right now. We are trying to get honey, but no, that's quite tough because there's not a lot of people having honey in their gardens. Maybe that will change out a bit soon, but for now, not really. 250 and 500. I'm going to put this back up to 400, so we need one hide less to get to the point where they can actually start to work it. And we should keep an eye on the cows, of course. We should slaughter all bulls 1 year old except one. And, well, there's only one left, so this is it for this one. How are we doing here? Alright, there's also one that can go here. That's it. We need to keep this up, though. Luckily, with the sheep, the rams can start to reproduce at 6 months. But we're still going to wait, of course, until they reach 1 year, because we want to get the full amount of meat and hides out of them. But it should work this way. This is good. Ah, they're going to build the bridge, but they're building it from this side on, so that's why it's taking a bit. They all have to walk around, get all the goods there. Interesting. Look at this farm. Growing nicely. Put in another field later on, but let's get all these trees out first. 9 to go. It was 17, so good pace there. New family settling in town. That's always a good thing to see. And let's see. This is one with only apartments. This is one with only apartments, and this too. So what we can do, we can build a row house with the arch. And we can build that one right here. And then we'll do the one with the store on the other side, I guess. Alright, let's try to get it as close as possible. Let's rotate it so that it fits as close as possible. Then hit the F1 button so we can really make it fit. There it goes. That's one. And then on the other side, we'll do the 2-story one with a store in it so that we can use that store for our benefit. Alright, there we go. Really interested in how this will look up in the end, but I don't think we can do that quickly enough in one episode, especially with the whole building queue we already have. And we still need to get a lot more bricks. Still 2250, that's mainly because it takes a while to get all of this done, of course. We need more charcoal. Well, there is plenty of charcoal. I guess we don't have enough laborers to actually help them out. That could be the case. Do we have enough workers in here? Yeah, and all the carts are busy, so that's good. Plenty of carts in use. Actually, I don't see any carts that are just sitting there. Maybe we should build an extra cart shed so that they can use those extra carts, because all the carts are very well used. Maybe we just need more. Glassworks and the ashery. I'm not going to go for a soapworks anytime soon because they don't need it. So why get it? And I would like to fence this area off too. I would just really like that. We'll leave an opening here on this side as well. Alright, how are we doing here with the fence? There it is. Well, we can make this fence slightly longer. And then build another cart shed here. Or cart parking, I mean. There we go. And now we'll just put up the fence. Like this. At least now it's a bit fenced off. That is something that I really like. Getting this area really fenced off. And we can get the extra cart shed. Get a few extra carts. Alright, burning bricks. Preparing for the burning. Forming the bricks. So we should get another 3,000 bricks in soon. That can go to the pile that 2,200 that we have. So that brings us up to 5,200. Then we just need another 100 and we can build another 1,000 and then we can build another row house. So hopefully we can do that pretty soon. Here we have another bridge and we have a white line appearing. Hopefully they can remove those soon. That will be very helpful. But it's nice that we have a bridge here now that they can use. And then maybe at some point we can utilize this area too. Maybe we should build a forester here already. Not put it in at the beginning of the building queue, but by building a forester here, we're going to remove it later on anyway. We might get that bit of extra wood that we could use. We provide a few extra jobs. And once this all gets cleared, we can start building housing here. I think that could be interesting going across the river there. Alright, we're now going to build the windmill. Well, all resources are incoming. No builders incoming yet because there's no resources. There's probably a few guys that don't really have anything to do right now in the building industry. But they're just waiting for the first resources to arrive. And when they do, then they will spring up and go to that place and start working there. But, well, that might take a bit. It's okay though. Yep, there come the first resources. As soon as they have what they need to start building, we should see men appearing. Probably need a bit of nails too. Yep, there we go. Just more incoming wood. Yep, there comes a whole bunch of men that are going to put this windmill together. And there comes the rest of the wood, also very helpful. Is everything in here now? Oh, there comes the last batch, I think. Yeah, that's good. Perfect, everything is there. So there they come. Luckily they are very proficient in building a windmill, so that's pretty easy. Let's put workers in there. I'll go to the other ones, see how we have set those up. Alright, I think we can do it like this. Apply to all. Now they can be helped a little bit with if there are free laborers to supply them. That might be a good thing, so they don't have to supply it all themselves. We still have 4,500 wheat, even though in March we had 500. So we're not using that much, so we can do with the extra windmill. Cart parking is ready. Let's put carts in there. Well, that's moving in the right direction. 4 more trees and we have the hop yard soon ready. We now have 4,200 bricks. Once this is done, we have 5,200 bricks. So that's going good. Now they need some charcoal. Let's see, all the gardens are being used for home produce. Alright, and they're going to go for the first house here. Well, as I told you, I think we could go for some chickens here. So let's build 2 chicken coos. That would be nice. 1. And 2. And what we can do then, to sort of make it like this area is fenced off from the rest, we can just do it like this. So now it is somewhat fenced off, so it appears to be part of the farm area. Now they're going to need some water. Oh no, not the stone well. We need to save all the stones that we have for the housing that we're going to build. But we can build a well here pretty easily. That can go with the chicken coos. Maybe we should build a chicken coop quickly. In order to, as soon as a trader comes by that can provide us with chickens, we can then use it. And I think that is a good thing to do. Could well be that it takes about half a year or longer before we get any trader in with chickens. So the faster we have this building, the faster it goes. See, there's no chickens from the trader in Balaklia, so already nothing to be gained from them. How are we doing with clothing? 1,600. Do we still have flax? 12. Do we have hemp? No. Okay, so that's why they're not really producing clothing. But we have a surplus anyway, so after the harvest they should be creating some more clothing again. And we are overproducing a little bit. Let's check for a second if we have spoilage already. We have spoilage with potatoes, which is a waste, but it also means that we produce more than we use, so that's okay. And we have sheep hides that spoil. That's not good. That is really not good. Is this one busy? 250. Oh yeah, they are busy. We just need to slaughter one more sheep and they can go for another batch. Alright, we have a 1-year-old ram, so let's do so. Let's keep our eyes on the cows too. We have only one here. And there's all of a sudden a few here now, so let's slaughter those. And I think we can slaughter the one in here too, because this one is 11 months already. So next month it'll be a year. So let's slaughter that one too. That's another 300. And yeah, that should be good. That should set up another batch. We're also producing, hopefully, a good amount of shoes now. Yeah, we have some shoes. Do we have shoes in store yet? 1,700 shoes in store. Alright, so those might be items that we can export a bit later on. Those are good export products. You can make a lot of money out of it. So that can be really nice. Our money is pretty stable. We are building another house. That's not bad. We've grown like about 10 people, but that all differs, of course, if you get new families in or people get married. And you'll see that the bigger your village gets, the more people will get married once you build a house, so you don't get new people straight away. Of course, kids might grow up, but yeah, this one remains empty, so that's interesting because that could house a new family then. And all of a sudden I start wondering, did we start any education yet? Do we have a school? No! Oh boy, we need a school. Desperately need a school. Put it on the graveyard. No, that's not really the right place to build a school. Question is, where is? Well, this is row house reserved. Should be somewhat close to the villagers, I guess. Ah, this is a tough one. Could just build it right here, but I don't think that'll make the town look any better. I guess we'll build it somewhere here. This is pretty close to a lot of people. Alright, let's build the school here. Then we'll fence it off. I think we need a to be slightly bigger. Then we'll build an arch so that they can really go to school walking through a big arch. I like this very big arch. All right. Well, nice, nice. There's the school. Let's get a place where some of the parents that come by can wait. I really wish we could build a fireplace in the middle, but we can't. Let's build 3 trees there. Let's get bushes around the entrance. Let's get some apricot trees. Should not be making it fixed. I like it like this. Then we also get some cherry trees, but we make those look a bit more natural or unnatural like this, just in a row. But there's too many trees close by there. We'll fix that later. Alright, there we have the school. So we can finally educate some of the kids. Might be an interesting thing to do. We now have a chicken coop as well and a lot of white lines. That's something I don't like. But I do like the fact that we now have a chicken coop. We have to make sure that we start getting all the goods in though. So that as soon as a chicken coop or chicken trader comes by, we can get it. Alright, let's put in 500 buckwheat and let's put in some linseed. I'm not going to put in all the wheat that we have because I don't want it to go to waste to the chickens. It's not really a waste, of course, but I would like that for the bread. And since we have still 13,000 buckwheat and a new harvest coming in, we have plenty of buckwheat. So let's use that for the chickens and not the wheat that we are trying to turn into flour. We still have 2,300 wheat, but you can already see by that number that it's falling pretty quickly. So let's not waste that and run out of wheat and just feed it to the chickens while we could just turn it into flour for the people. It's going to take them some time to fill this up, I think. Especially with the water, etc. But, there comes some buckwheat. Great. Well, they have the time because there's no trader, no chickens inbound. And even if they were, we have food and water in there now. Almost. There comes the batch of water, or batch of food. So now we have food and water in there. So now we should be able to easily get it done once a trader comes by. So the chickens won't die. Okay. The ripening is busy. So this is what a wheat field looks like while it's ripening. Has to turn all yellow, of course, but not there yet. Should be coming in soon. Buckwheat, some hemp. Look at that. I like the detailing. Really looks like hemp. And some weed. And we can see that it's changing color slowly. It's getting more and more yellow. And then soon enough it should turn completely yellow. Flax field. You can see that this field did not grow fully actually. Although all the fields were sown in quite fast. Alright, interesting. Still a big difference in growth time. So this one was pretty late actually. Alright, here we are. Look at the full yellow color here. As it's still ripening. Looks great. More and more houses get done. We're going to get to the row house now. And we have 5,250 bricks. So I guess another 1,000 are still inbound. I hope so at least. Should check the brickyard soon. Here goes the ripening. Almost there. Let's check the brickyard and then go check the farm again. I would love to see that. Another batch of bricks coming in soon. I guess a lot of people can't carry the bricks around now because we have the people getting ready for the farms. Alright, you can see we just switched to August and there's only a little bit of ripening left. Before, half of the ripening would happen in July and half in August. But they changed that and now, much earlier in August, we will actually start to get the harvest out. So that's good. That's why it works if you put people completely free in August to help out on the farms. Ooh, let's check Mirefa. Live chickens. Let's buy chickens. That's a deal. We'll just buy them all. That's fine. We'll have one filled up chicken coop soon, so let's move the other one up so we can get a second one too. Alright, here we are. Still pretty much the start of August as the harvest is starting. So let's click the farm. Yeah, harvest started. It's very early on in August. I don't think we can see the exact date. It's this year, all these lists of things, but we can't see the exact date that it is. But it's pretty early and they're going to start the harvest. Hopefully they can hire a lot of people. These can hire 2. These can hire nobody. This can probably hire a few. Let's get everything in. And make sure that we get a lot more food again. Now we should see only 4 builders again. Because all the other builders are helping out on the farms. But that's fine. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Let's move the school over a bit. It's time to get all our kids to school. Alright, let's slaughter another bull. And let's check here. Yeah, same here. We'll also keep the slaughterhouses busy, and that's a good thing because they can do whatever they want anyway. So let's just make sure that they get those rams out and the cows out. Otherwise it will just be a waste of people when they're not doing anything. Alright, there we go. I wonder how much dairy we are producing. We are not producing any smetana right now. Only 50. That's not a lot. Milk. Oh, we produce a lot of milk, but we also use it all. So that is great. I think we're producing a lot of cheese. Are we? Yeah, we produce quite a good number of cheese. We're selling it all. Nothing goes to waste, so that's good. We don't do any butter, but that's nice. I don't mind. So that actually works out well. And besides those potatoes and sheep hides, so far nothing else has perished. So that's going in the right direction too. Now, I think we made a mistake. Well, not a real big mistake, but yeah, we've kept these people in. While we should tell these to apply to all. Now they can go in here. But the rest of the year they can go out. And we did not set that up properly. Now we did. So there will be 4 people in there soon. But after the season they will go out, which is good. 3,000 apples, 1,300 apples. Those are nice numbers. And we now have 6,250 bricks. We need 6,200, so we can build the next row house. They just have to get all the goods there. And we can actually build it. I like that. This farm can't hire people. This can hire 1. And this can hire, a lot of people. Alright, so that's working out. And we're getting close to just 1/2 year, 1/2 a month of harvesting. So plenty of time to get the harvest done. Alright, so we made some progress. Just setting up new productions like chickens and getting ready for some extra forestry for primary school. So that's nice. And well, just slowly expanding the town. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I know I did. So thank you very much for watching. If you want to, please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't done so, give this video a like. That helps me to be found in the YouTube algorithms. And then of course I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Let's just sell some charcoal first. Bye bye.